Hello! We are here. Oh, give me 1 second. I gotta move us over a little bit. Okay.
Hello, Ben.
Hi, Ben. Thanks for joining us this time.
Yeah, all right. We are just getting set to, as you can see, do more of Colby's Curious Cook-Off. We're
Yes.
kind of off the samples. I uh, put down a credit card, paid the recommended $25, and got me a proper copy of Colby's Curious Cook-Off.
But
Sent a little bit of, what's that?
do you think we should finish out the snacks because they're pretty good still?
We can do the snacks, but I bought the real deal.
I'm so excited. I think this storyline is super cute. Look at this character. They're so cute. Anyhow, I'm like, I hope more people join because we could definitely use more brain power. I've played this a couple years back when it first came out, and I've already forgotten everything. Oh, David, by the way, can you share the the Google sheet with me?
Sure. Uh, maybe. Do me a
You're
favor.
doxing.
I'm actually not on the normal room escape artist.
You want
This
me
is
to
the
make it?
old. If you can either make one or just send me your email address, so I don't want to. Well, I guess I don't really want to dox you.
We've now doxed everybody.
Okay.
Um, I'll send it to you in the Slack.
This is the same one from last time, and we were in the same place.
Okay. Or yeah, can you just why don't you just send me a link in the Slack? Isn't that like the easiest thing?
Yeah. Let me just. Anyone with the link. If any of you really want to get access to this Google sheet,
Please come
it's
help us.
yours.
Please come help
It's
us.
it's yours. But if you really misbehave, well, then I'll just close it and we'll make a new one.
Okay. All right, I'm in. I'm in.
Okay. So we have done all of these except for two of the three chili pepper puzzles. I believe we haven't done off brand and gingerbread roofing project.
Let's.
So, um,
I vote for off-brand because I took a quick look before we started, and for the life of me, I could not remember how to solve this. So, like, I'm kind of eager to
oh,
jump into off-brand.
cool. I was thinking gingerbread
Oh,
roofing project because I really like that
gingerbread
name.
because of gingerbread.
Uh, if you have no idea what you're doing with this one, then I'm just gonna dive into this guy because maybe it's slightly easier.
I don't know if I know anything about this one either. All right, you want me to
Yeah,
read? You want to read the flavor text, or
sure,
should I?
I can do it.
Okay.
Colby was barely tall enough to see over the dining room table the first time he helped make a gingerbread house. His father pulled a tray of perfectly shaped gingerbread slabs from the oven, filling the kitchen with the warm smell of spices. His mother gathered icing, frosting, and every kind of candy for the decorations. Colby climbed on a chair to reach the roof and quickly learned how to apply sweets to turn the drab brown pastry into a frenzy of color. All together, the trio almost managed to put as much candy onto the house as they ate straight from the bowl. When they were finished, their creation was a candied dream to behold. Gingerbread walls, candy cane window frames, chocolate bar doors, a peanut brittle sidewalk, marshmallow snowmen on the lawn, and that roof. How did his dad describe the roof? 5, 4.
I feel like I never managed to solve this puzzle, which is probably why I didn't want to revisit it. But we'll get there today, hopefully.
Okay.
So this is like some kind of crossword puzzle. Can you
Yeah.
interact with any of these clues? Just curious. Besides,
So
Oh,
The clues cross out. That's
that.
interesting there. And yeah, so they do cross out.
All right. I love the
They don't
functionality of this
move.
website.
And oh, and we can type things into the shingles.
But we don't know like where things go exactly. I mean, there's numbers here, but it looks like we know maybe the across but not the down.
I don't know yet.
Okay, well, let's start with.
Hmm.
I no, I think that's a fair. I feel like the across
Yeah.
is going to be very long, and then there's like a bunch of short down.
Yeah. So I'd say rating for a violent movie that's one letter is probably R.
R. Okay. Oh,
That just starting off simple.
all right. So
Eastern
s'more cracker would be a gram.
uh yep, GRAHM.
Ben says I think the 5, 4 is probably for after you solve the main puzzle.
I
Oh, that's a good call.
I think you are correct about that.
Okay.
Is that how you spell Graham? I think that's how you spell Graham.
6 letters. Yep. Hockey team from Boston is the Bruins.
Yep. Through ENS or INS? I think it's INS.
UINS, like
Or
UCLA Bruin.
right. Fun fact, my cousin was the mascot for the Bruins for a little while. She was also the mascot for the Boston Red Sox. She did that stuff for like 8 years. She was legitimately a professional mascot.
It's pretty cool. Oh, vampire repellent would be garlic, I think.
Where
On
is oh
3 across.
yeah,
A Japanese
garlic?
rice cake. Equine animal horse. And then keep many items airborne would probably be juggle.
Uh,
Hey, Riley.
Welcome, Riley.
So the parentheses say how many letters the answer to each question is. Yes, I think that is correct.
Okay. Easternmost U.S. state. I think that's Maine, right? Um, what's what's the abbreviation for Maine? Is
ME.
that ME? ME. It's ME. Yeah. It's
Uh,
MN is Minnesota, yeah,
I
Minnesota,
know
and
because I
MA is
ship stuff all over the U.S. Oh, the Japanese rice cake I think should be mochi. Mochi.
great. Angelic Bishop's headwear.
Anglican.
Anglican.
I'm googling. I'm
Not
googling.
hot springs that occasionally erupt. That's
It's a
ah
meter. MITRE.
MITRE for the
Yeah, yeah. Oh, geyser. Oh, the good one.
that's the word I was looking for. G.
Geyser.
Yeah, cool. Time sensitive, 6 letters. One of Santa's reindeer, 6 letters. I feel like there's a whole bunch of them that might fit that.
Yeah, I wonder if that might
Dasher,
be
good.
something we need when we have more things filled in. Um,
Long plume. Whoops. Okay,
they're all six. They're like Dasher, Dancer, Dun. Apparently, is Dunder,
uh,
Blixum. Blixum is a reindeer.
you may have gotten a different list. I don't know.
Donder, Blitzen,
Donner and Blitzen, I think.
Blitzen. That's what I was reading some
But
archaic
at least I'm
poem.
not the only one who's reading like an idiot today. Um,
Oh, hey, what's up,
Miscellaneous.
Michael? We got MJ Anderson in the house. Urgent
I
for 2.
I'm I'm guessing that miscellaneous list abbreviation is ETC.
Maybe. Let's try urgent for number 2.
Urgent for number 2. Oh yeah, that sounds right.
A long plumed heron.
It, it is also plural.
Herons. Egrets. Is that not to
That
be confused with an egress?
is that spelled correctly?
I think so.
EGRETS.
I
Okay,
think
cool.
so. These are all coming up in like crossword answer
Yeah,
websites.
that feels right to me.
um, lacking
So
smooth, lacking
I,
roughness,
I think sniff is take in a scent.
or it could be smell also.
It could be smell. Okay.
How about smooth for lacking roughness?
Smooth fits. Leave out for
Oh,
four.
Velcro would be the hook and loop
Oh yeah.
fastener.
Word before jacket, lab, or
Or submarine.
submarine. Um,
Nu- nuclear? No. Nuclear? No. Word before submarine. Oh,
hmm.
leave out might be omit.
Ah, yes. It's a good word. So we're missing one of Santa's reindeer, of which we have a couple of options. We're not sure whether we're going with sniff or smell, and we need a word that fits before jacket, lab, or submarine.
Yellow.
Ah,
Okay. Let's start filling in and we'll come back to the reindeer.
okay. So I guess the question somewhere in the row
Oh, and
and
then.
in some order.
Well, it helps that one of the answers is one letter. Another one is two. So would that. Does that. So would the single R be all the way down and to the left?
Okay. So yeah, well, I think yeah,
But we
what
don't
I'm
have.
thinking, what just toss out what I'm thinking right now is that I think we're kind of like weaving these together. So um we have a lot of six letter words, which I'm presuming are mostly just going to be they're all going down. So I would say and none of them are larger than six, and six is what we have. So I would say that we have sixes are all going to kind of be packed to the left,
Yes.
spelling out this stuff.
Okay.
And then the ones that are shorter are going to be higher up because they're not going to hang down as far. So like the R is probably the last one, and the ME is probably the next to last.
Okay, I can get behind that.
That's what
I'm copying out these so I can try
E
also, and we'll try to.
yeah. So this may be wrong, but I'm just tossing that out as what I think. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, tens. They're all 10. So this could be wrong, but
Well, it's down. Oh, are you? They're down and to the right. So is it slanting?
I could be. I'm not quite confident in the slanting in all of this,
I
so
think you
maybe
have them slanting the other way. I think they should be.
I think that will make them too long.
No, it's the same
It's
thing. It
is
says
it
it says down and to the right.
in order? Where do you see down and to the right?
Go up, go up, go up. It's in
Down and
bold.
to the right. Oh, cool. You can, cheat by reading there. ETCO
Would it
and
zigzag like in the
I.
pattern where the numbers are? I think it's only zigzagging because it's just trying to help us keep track of the rows. I think.
Yeah. Okay. Can we?
Okay, how many down words do we have that are six? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So we have 8 words that are going down that
Mhm.
are 6 letters. And how many columns do we have that are 6? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven,
We, we
eight.
also have I'll put in
We do have 8 columns that are. So we only have 8 columns that are down. Yeah.
I'll put that in, although that could be sniff.
Yeah, this
Okay.
part is hard. I think this is basically where I gave up. I would put the ME on the lower left, David.
The ME on the lower left.
Yeah, where it's 5 and 6 maybe.
Okay.
No, all the way, all the way, all the way to the end. Are we gonna fill
I,
everything in? Do you think?
I don't know, but my I I feel like we're going about this wrong. I feel I because we're not getting anything useful out of this. There's
No,
not like
David, so basically we have 8 words that are 6 letters. They are 8 columns that have 6 slots.
yes.
So like smell and omit are not gonna is not gonna go in that place.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm just undoing my nonsense and
I think that you had the R in the right place. So I think that the R that was in the top, yep, I think that was right. I think the ME is gonna go where it says 5 and 6,
so
all
out
the
of
way.
curiosity, why
Not there. Right next to where the numbers are, 5 and 6 on the other.
oh,
Yeah.
right here?
Uh-huh. Because everything goes down and to the right. So everything's gonna start at the.
Oh, I get what you're doing now. Cool.
Okay.
Cool, cool, cool.
Okay, so we're on the same. So things like Bruins, yellow, like starting at the 1, slanting downwards.
So the ETC has to go
Yes,
here.
yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Yep. And the four,
Well, can it?
yeah,
Yes,
it
because
can't go
okay. So then omit will go at the
omit.
3.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. And
It may or may not fit every shingle. I am not
we'll
sure about that,
we'll
but
we'll see if we need if something turns out to be wrong, then we'll sort it out. One, two, three, four, five. So this is smell or sniff.
that's my assumption. Yes, and then I think everything else after that is going to be the 6.
I'm just going with sniff because I think the letters work better for
Okay.
than having an MT and a I guess EC also could work.
So then geyser probably goes with the top because now we're having SER.
Yeah, that feels right. Oops. So gram and then yellow.
Egrets.
EGRETS.
Urgent now goes into number 2.
Yes, it does.
Oh, and they are just 1, 2, 3, maybe. Yeah, garlic.
Okay. Garlic. Um,
4. 4 is not working coming out to.
ETOF. We are still, there is at least one word we haven't figured out, but
Well, so then juggle may go there with the U and the G.
oh yeah.
But then that looks like that should be. Well, maybe it's elf. Maybe the word is not shelf, but elf.
Hmm.
I don't. Is it falling apart on us? What's.
Well, what's interesting is that this is
Not necessary. Right.
things are working really well, and then they're not working, which probably means that there's some level of extraction we need to figure out how to do. This also, although urgent and garlic are dependent on this being sniff.
That's true. But MT, we don't have anything that ends in. I feel like sniff works, and it may that be that a word may be revealed. You know what I mean? Like it.
Yeah, that's
Well, okay. Maybe we keep going? What have we?
Mitre, miter. E.
We've still got Bruins and Smooth and Velcro.
Have anything that has a T, an R, or an E in the fifth spot. Velcro. CRO.
Okay.
Smooth.
Yep.
And then E in the fifth spot. This is going to be like Dasher or Dancer or something like that.
And Bruins. So I guess Bruins will go in that last column.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, horse does go across the bottom. It just there we go.
Oh,
Mochi in the fourth row. Yeah, Mochi. Okay.
so Dasher. Oops.
Okay.
Okay. We have we have achieved roof. Um,
I know it. Okay, so
you've
it
you figured it out?
no, I said now what? How
Oh,
did his
okay.
dad describe the roof? And so Ben did say like the 5, 4. So is it row 5, you
It's
think?
certainly so
Oh,
what is worth noting is that there's this little push pin thing that has 5 by 4 here. So let's go and see if there's anything that kind of fits that.
sugar. Something sugar. I see sugar in row 3.
Sugar high.
Sugar high.
We did it.
Yay!
All right.
Oh my god. I don't think I solved I do not think I solved that like the first time around. I think I gave up trying to make them fit here, but
There's, there's actually a lot going on there. It took a lot of small realizations to kind of make that come together. That was um really satisfying kind of group solve.
and everything did fit in there. Like
It did. And this is the thing, like, especially with puzzle designers like this, is I just like kind of give them the benefit of elegance and benefit of the doubt when it comes to elegance until proven wrong. And thus far,
not been proven
everything
wrong.
everything just works. So, all right. So, uh, whoops. Try some samples, and we have off brand.
Okay.
Did you know Colby had his own food truck at one point? Sourcing the ingredients was a real challenge for him when he first started. One time, he placed a bunch of orders, but something looked a little off. He remembers a refreshing soft beverage as the first thing he started ordering, but not much of anything else. What was the reason Colby sourced from these brands?
And now we'll
Okay.
see there's a bunch of
So
retail brands.
I'm seeing what looks to me like Morse right here. Is that a P? Let's check. Check my old. Actually, I'll do it over here. Oh, don't need caps lock on here. Uh, well, never know whether we're doing international or start here.
I would just start with going. Th- I would just start with going through the brands and
Okay.
naming them correctly. Oh, you have me on view only, David, for the spreadsheet. Because I feel like I'm seeing a couple.
There we go.
You may need to. Oh,
Okay, so we
oh,
have
good.
capsaicin. Capsaicin, yeah.
So, but this looks like, is this like the,
These, oh, I can drag these around. That is
so is that the,
worth noting.
so like that's like the Starbucks logo, obviously, but then
Yep.
creation. So like the other thing I noticed is that I feel like there's a couple layers here because the capsaicin to me is saying Chili's, which is like
That's
possibly another brand. Is
mm-hmm.
is the Chili's font or brand down on this? Can you scroll down a little bit? Can we see?
No.
See, I'm not seeing it, but
Okay, so we have, let's just go through them all. We've got Earth of Seas, Belgium 2.
that's the Godiva logo.
Yeah, yeah.
That's Tabasco. Okay, let's go at the top. I'm gonna
Famous
start.
money.
I'm gonna start in the spreadsheet.
Okay.
So let's just name the logo. So I know that this one is Nestle. Okay, this is Starbucks.
Yep.
This is Godiva. This is Tabasco. Okay,
This is,
is this Coke?
I
This looks
guess
like
so.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it does. Lady Deity.
Oh, that's the
Um,
lady. That's Godiva.
okay. Also of note, three little hashes here. There's six on this one. There's
Two,
two, I
1 star maybe.
maybe one star. Maybe this is the two dots or something like
Okay,
that.
so maybe it's ordering them.
Yeah, it looks like there's uh private
Oh,
flower maker. This
there's
is
5 sides. I don't know.
maybe this is craft.
Okay. Craft. This is what Lands
Land,
End.
Lando Lakes, I
Lando
think.
Lakes. That's it.
Farmer owned Snuggle since 1921. And this is just be
General Mills.
General Mills and Soda Pop. It's 12.
Okay, so and now what?
I'm just seeing if I can put them in something resembling a numerical order.
Oh, so they're each other. So they're mixed up. Okay, so like Famous Money is Starbucks, right? But like
Oh,
Private Flower Maker would maybe be General Mills.
yep.
Flavor text says to start with soda for ordering.
Start with soda for ordering. Okay.
But start with soda where? Start with the logo or start with like
Yeah, that's what I
the
was just
name, right?
wondering
It's why it's
also.
like I'm a little confused um because of how it.
Okay. So we have, wait, is
It's Tabasco,
eh,
but it's Starbucks. So this is the chili, right?
yeah.
Uh, Sourcing the ingredients was a real challenge when he first started. One time he placed a bunch of orders, but something looked a little off. He remembers a refreshing soft beverage as the first thing he started ordering. It's the first thing he started ordering, but not much of anything else.
Okay. So I guess the question is oh, whoops. It's a little bit jumpy. Get it closer. So my first question is if we're starting with the refreshing soft beverage, which of it is which is it? My assumption is that we would start with the one that says soda pop in it, but it also could just as easily be the one using the Coca-Cola font.
Yeah. Oops. Uh-oh, what happened?
Ben is pointing out that Snuggle and Nestle, whoops, oh,
Sorry, something. Hold on one second. Something.
something.
Nope, it's fine. Yes,
Okay.
we're back.
So Ben was pointing out Snuggle and Nestle um, are anagrams.
Mm, are they?
Is that, or is it
No.
Snuggle? Or was just saying Snuggle equals Nestle?
Nestle. Yes, yes, yes. That's a good catch. Yes. Yeah, like nestling, like they're nestling.
Yeah, Snuggle, Nestle. Okay, that's cute. So there's a lot of interplay happening between these, but how are we achieving kind of connection? And like for the purposes of the puzzle, does it make more sense for me to be labeling this one as Nestle or labeling this one as Snuggle?
Okay, David, it's a chain. So if we start with so is it like we start with soda, we start with soda pop.
Yep,
So is that Coca-Cola to here now Lady Deity. So Lady Deity is then Godiva, and then the next one is the Godiva logo. The Godiva logo set right. Is it like that? Like so are we making a we're making a chain
maybe.
and then the dots are gonna give us some type of extraction like
Yeah, sure. I mean, and this is basically saying capsaicin, which would probably lead to pepper sauce.
yes. So
And
then so the pepper sauce is Starbucks, so then the Starbucks logo will go next, right? If we could try it starting this way, and then we can also try the reverse order and see if
yeah,
that.
okay, and how are we getting to the private flower maker? We had as
So
general.
so it's Starbucks. So okay, let's start at the top. So let's go to the top. So let's put in there. It's Coca-Cola, right? Or would it be General Mills? I'm so confused. I
So I'm not sure.
don't. um, he remembers a soft drink. Well, this is it.
If anyone in chat has any thoughts, please do share.
We could try it this way. I mean, I would. I feel like this should say General Mills though. But
I mean,
don't you?
what if it was like General Cola, and then
I feel like we're getting some kind of chain because as I started writing it down, like
yeah, that's yeah, my plan doesn't work. As they all if they were all like two-word names, and then maybe we could kind of recombine them, but they're not that. It's also possible, like, because I do think that the General Mills and the soda pop, General Mills, I think goes at the bottom with the private flower maker.
but why is that
So,
at the bottom? There's no reason for that.
well, so yeah, actually, I don't know. I don't know how we're leading into this one. That's actually the other question. It's a fair point. I don't know why the Starbucks one is here.
No, it doesn't need to be.
Okay,
So okay.
I thought you wanted it there.
Well, okay. Let's scroll back up. Oh wait. So should we put? What is this? Okay, let's put General Mills there.
Okay, in the chat, we've got General Mills equals 12 characters. and Coca-Cola equals 8
So
characters.
this is okay. So put General Mills here. Okay, but so the logo says Soda Pop. We know that the Soda Pop logo is this, right? So here, let's
Hmm.
put Godiva.
So here,
No. Put Godiva underneath that. Right in Godiva, next to Lady Deity.
yeah, got it.
Yeah,
Nestle.
we're just gonna try this and see how it
Wait, this
Lando.
was.
This is Nestle. That's Lando Lakes.
I don't know how they spell it, but let's just do that.
Yep, yep. Starbucks. So the Starbucks should maybe go after this.
But this was sorry. Are we which way are we labeling this? Because I
All
feel
right,
like
sorry.
we're being kind of inconsistent.
Yes, no, you're right. General Mills. So it says Soda Pop. So I'm just gonna chain the Soda Pop logo underneath it. Is kind of my general thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's fair. And Riley's pointing out it might be kind of an infinite loop. So that's also possible.
Yeah. So hold on. Godiva, Earth of. Okay, so Lando Lakes should go underneath it. Yeah. Swap. Swap the Lando Lakes with the Starbucks. So Lando Lakes, pull it up. There we
Mm-hmm.
go. Okay. Because it says Earth of Seas, right? So we've got Lando Lakes, I guess. Does that seem like those are the connected ones?
Sure? Question mark?
um, Snuggle. So then Nest. So pull the Nestle logo up. Yep. And that says chili. So then maybe Tabasco should go underneath that. Yes. Now
Okay.
we've got Starbucks. Creation. So underneath that we have craft. So that works. And now back to
Okay.
General Mills. Right? Does that? I think it's TA.
And what is Lady Deity? Is
Good eye.
this
That's Coca
yeah,
Cola.
okay. Right. Okay. This is that. Okay.
I'm just not sure where to start. If we start where it says Soda Pop, or do we start with the Coca Cola logo? Right? That's.
Yeah. So the Morse code is
It may not be Morse code. It may just because I don't feel like I consistently see Morse code everywhere.
I don't either, but I am curious if that were to be interpreted as Morse, which one would it be? Um, it's actually not showing up as Morse, right? So it's dot dash dot dash. I don't see it. Oh wait. Well, that's a accented A, which feels
Let's.
not correct.
Yeah, I don't know that this is. It's gonna
Yeah,
be Morse.
I,
Because I feel like so for here with the canoes, there's like 10 canoes, right? One, two, three,
yeah.
four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Um, so we do have the S of. So there are 10 letters.
Oh, if we treat it as dot, that's a good point. If we treat it as dot dash dot instead of dot dash, then it would be a K.
Riley says that's just part of the Nestle logo.
Okay, never mind. All right.
It may be that there's
This
4 eggs or 3 leaves. I don't know. I mean, like with the, there some.
So there's 10 boats here. 1 second. How many of these do we have? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay. So if 10 is our upper limit, it's not just giving us an order. It might be giving us something else, but it's not giving us an order.
I think we may be indexing. So we've got the order, and then maybe now we're just going to index into the answers. Yeah, yeah. Like I'm with Michael. So let's go to the
Okay.
top. So like let's go to the top and let's see how this shakes out. So General Mills. So 12. That works with.
So S,
Okay.
then K,
SK. Okay. O.
O, S. You writing these down?
Yeah. SKOS.
Uh,
What do you think? Maybe T? No.
four. Yeah, I'm thinking four.
4 eggs.
Yeah, sure.
6.
Six. One, two, three, four, five, six. C.
All right. So I don't know if.
Then an S, and then maybe a T. What
I
letters has we?
I mean, that last the craft one I'm not so sure about because that's just their logo. It's 5 sides. I don't know if it's not
There's
like
nothing else in there that is
I
giving
know.
us, unless we want to like treat flower as four, which seems a little bit too wordplay for, you know,
Okay, so and Riley has a point that like instead of K, it's probably Coca because Coca-Cola is actually the brand name, so it's
yeah.
probably
How do, what's the,
a C instead of a K. So right now I have
sure.
SCOSTCST. There's a lot of C's and S's and so
I'd like
so
to buy a vowel.
we have likely not indexed like we have something has gone horribly awry. Um, but anyhow, so on the spreadsheet you can see like I kind of started filling it in, and I noticed that they kind of chained together because I was like Nestle, but it says capsaicin, which is Tabasco, so I
Yeah.
was just kind of putting things down, and I was like, oh, I guess they kind
All
of
right.
changed because
So
then
let's go and put here what we think the index numbers are for this. So we think it's four, then one, then two, then six, then three, then five, 10, and 12. Um, what if we just kind of like follow the line of thinking about what we think these um it feels like there's something else like it feels like there's something else that we're missing here about like the fact that these names are kind of messed up, but in a way that feels like it connects to other things. I don't know what
yeah,
famous monkey is.
it's famous money at Starbucks.
Oh gosh, I can't read tonight. Wow.
um, so the craft, what did the craft one say? Uh, General Private Mills, right? General, oh, sorry,
Yeah.
General Flower Maker, Private Flower Maker.
Oh, private. Got it. Cute.
Okay. Um, Lando Lake. The Lando Lake said Snuggle, which is Nestle, and then the General Mills said Soda Pop, which is Coca-Cola. Okay. So
Can yeah, so could we index into the new word? No, we cannot. We cannot do that. Not with the existing numbers, because the 10 won't index into Nestle and the 12 won't index into Coca-Cola. So there's
okay. Sorry, I've now filled this out kind of correctly. Um, they are not in any. They are not necessarily in any particular order at the moment.
no,
Um,
but we can.
Smacktastic. Boxeroo puzzle writer sits back and eats popcorn. Who is that? Is
Yeah, 10 will index into Lando Lakes. We tried that. Our indexing gave us our indexing into the originals got us this, which felt lacking in vowels. It's also possible that other mistakes were made. Um,
hmm. Is that Victor? Victor, is that you? Can we have help? Oh, Bree. I wrote the gingerbread house puzzle, but not this one. Your clothes keep going. Okay.
okay. It feels like we're close.
We
We're
really,
just,
we really liked the gingerbread house puzzle. We just,
yeah,
yeah, we just solved that one. I don't know if you saw. Very elegant puzzle. We really liked it.
yes. All right. When all else fails, return to the flavor text. He remembers a refreshing, soft beverage as the first thing he started ordering, but not much of anything else. Okay. This is definitely giving us the
We're
starting
only one
place.
off. We could start with either that logo or we could start with the Lady Godiva logo, right? Which is the Coca-Cola logo.
Yeah. It's one of the two. And I do like Riley's notion of kind of them looping on each other, which is really what it does feel like we have, which is why we could bump this to the bottom and not affect anything, at least in theory. But it seems,
Okay, let's start over from let's fill that put Coca-Cola instead of Coke just to keep our heads straight. So if we start there,
making this all one word.
and then we would start with the C
Yeah.
instead.
COTS
COST.
T cost.
Is it Costco? Is that where he's getting everything from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C. We keep using a 1 here, but what if it's a 6-pointed star? What if we
Oh,
index 6?
okay. Is it the U?
It's the U. That does buy us another vowel.
Okay, so is it like a play on Costco?
And then T.
Cost cut. But we're missing the first letter.
S.
Cost cuts. Okay.
We did it!
Yes!
Okay. All right. So this bumps down to the bottom and gets us what we needed.
There we go.
Woot.
Good call on the six-sided star.
Uh, just wanted a vowel. I
It-
really, really wanted a vowel.
No, that was a really good call. It's the off-brand. This is All right, team effort, you guys. That was
Yeah.
great.
Thank you, crew. Okay. So we've now done all of the sample puzzles, and as mentioned, I purchased the whole thing for
That
the
was very
recommended
satisfying.
$25.
I feel like we
Yes.
got through those faster than we did actually the other puzzles like last
Yeah.
time.
I mean, well, we did a whole lot of other puzzles last time,
That's true. I
but
was also very sick.
you
Like my brain was not working
you were you
correctly.
were you were in a special place.
All right. So what do you think? We are fast approaching on the hour. Do you want to get
Yeah.
started on this one? Are you done? Do you need a break? What are you thinking?
Um, I think we can let's take a little bit of a break, and then we'll figure out what we're doing. Kind of we've been busy doing a whole lot of random stuff, so I figure we can chat about that for a few minutes and then figure out what we want to do from there.
Okay.
Um, so we have season 4 of the Reality Escape Pod that we have recorded half of. I think we mentioned last time that what we were going to be doing with this season was we we're interviewing guests. Each episode is interviewing. We're interviewing a guest from a different country, and
And
they're
all
all
escape,
escape.
sorry,
Yeah,
all escape
yeah,
room creators, all escape room designers, creators, and owners. So
yeah,
all focusing on escape rooms this season.
yeah. So far we've had very different interviews with very different people. Um, some of them are really just fun and heartwarming and thoughtful. Some are a little bit more emotional. Um, like we we we're covering a lot of ground with this season, and one of the things that we really wanted to do is, since we're exclusively interviewing escape room creators, we're trying to make sure that we're doing that in a way where it doesn't turn samey and it doesn't feel like everyone is telling the same stories about the same stuff. And fortunately, with the really different styles and personalities of the creators we've interviewed, it's been pretty wild how broad it is. But like, we've interviewed. Should we talk about who we've interviewed?
Yeah. Oh, disappeared again. There we go. We're back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to stop
Yeah, I
sharing?
can
So
stop
it's
sharing my screen for now.
there we go.
Um, yeah, so we have interviewed a bunch of different folks. Um, the first interview that we did, kind of in the order that we did them, um, we interviewed Dimitri from Greece, from Paradox Project, and which is one of the most well-known and celebrated escape rooms in Greece. His games are crazy long. They're like 3.5 hours long each. Um, and they're very impressive. They're just big, fun experiences. Um,
I mean, I really that interview made me want to go to Greece next
Everyone should go to Greece.
and
Big
playrooms.
fan. Um, and the second interview we did, we had Leanne and Aaron from Next Level Escape in Australia. They spoke at Recon last year and were fantastic. And so we talked a lot to them about, they have really different backgrounds. Like, they were really coming at this from a very different place. And it kind of shows in the there's the way that they design games is feels really different from most people. And yeah, so we kind of explored a lot of that with them.
They have this one game. I thought the concept was so cool where it's like there's a play going on upstairs and you are the crew and you're running around underneath where this play is taking place and like things are going wrong and you're having to like fix stuff and I haven't played it yet, but I hear that that's kind of
Yeah.
the premise, which I thought was really unique and different.
Um, I find it really, it sounds like a lot of fun. And also, I know that Danny and Bill from Escape This Podcast were were played the voices of the performers up on the stage above. So they recorded all of that stuff. And so that's playing kind of overhead as you experience this game. It's just really, really clever. Um, and then we had see you later,
Riley.
Riley.
Oh,
We
oh,
we
sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, we interviewed Tasha from Project Avatar in Ukraine, which is the heaviest conversation we've had because of everything going on in Ukraine. Um, and so that is, I think, a bit of a tearjerker episode. It's certainly the first time that I found myself tearing up while interviewing someone. It was it her she's an amazing creator, and we really got to explore that also, but we also really took the time, and because she wanted to take the time to talk about what her and her family and her employees are all going through, and they're still running games out of Ukraine. Um, and the whole story about how they're doing that is kind of incredible and insane. And
Their online
Tasha,
game is insane. I mean,
yeah, I mean,
the,
Tasha is incredible and insane.
in the best way possible. Like what they made with Project Avatar, it's nuts, and it's executed so well too. You know, her
Yeah,
her vision is just crazy.
but by happenstance, their game is built inside of a bomb shelter, so all of their games exist in a bomb shelter. So they're still able to run them. And if you are interested in exploring a virtual escape room, I would definitely say checking out Project Avatar is a good place to look, and also a kindness to some folks who really do need to bring in that income.
And it's not a
Their
game
games,
that you could play in person anyway. So
no, their
that's the
stuff is,
thing. Like it's you could only play this online.
yeah, their stuff is bonkers. Um, so we interviewed them, and then we interviewed Alexander Gearholes from Logic
Logic
Locks
Locks,
in
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, and his work is just PG just played it. I mean, it's such impeccable work.
Yeah, and we also just interviewed him for our spoilers club. So we did a complete walkthrough of his game, The Catacombs, you know, with the creator,
Mhm.
and gave us some like special behind the scenes, you know, um, gossip and things like that. So I love doing the spoilers clubs because I get to hear about everything from the conception of the game, and like it's
Mhm.
really cool to hear them actually clarify bits of the storyline too.
Yeah, it's fun to dig into it, and we spent a lot of time recording with Alexander, between recording a 90-minute spoilers club and then an hour plus main episode with him, and then another 90-minute bonus episode. It was definitely one of the chattier experiences we've had, and it's a good time. And then the last interview we've done for thus far is we interviewed Jonathan and Sasha from Escaparium in Montreal, Canada. And their games are insanely ambitious and just very over the top. And
And
they bet
humongous.
big, they bet big on all of the things they're doing. And um we've gotten to know them really well over the last few years, especially from hosting a tour with them. And we really had a very deep conversation with them about kind of business and risk and approach. And yeah, it was really fun to explore that with them, and to have them be so willing and open to kind of talk about all the stuff. It was just a delight.
I want to go
So
back and try his haunt. So, like, sneak preview, he builds a haunt inside his giant. I mean, his escape room facility is 35,000 square feet, and he builds this gigantic haunt inside, which incorporates parts of the escape room. So it's like part haunt, part escape room, and then part like immersive scenes and things like that. So it's not just jump scares. I think it's actual like some type of storyline and a little immersive scene. So
yeah.
I'm tempted to go back just to check out this haunt, which is kind of interesting because I know he said that they don't have much of a haunt scene in Montreal. So because of that, you're not tied to the conventions. Like here in the U.S., we have a very. If I'm going to a haunt, I know what to expect at a haunt. You know what I mean, for the most part, and very few people are like defying those conventions or are capable of like kind of thinking outside of that box. Um,
Yeah, it's it what they're doing is really cool, because basically they have all of their escape rooms in this facility, and then they use those escape rooms in the haunt, and then they put other haunty things in the middle to kind of daisy chain it all together. And so it's a really interesting kind of repurposing slash dual purposing of the escape room space. And what I didn't realize is that they had built a lot of the sets for the haunt first and then backed into the escape rooms, which I was surprised to learn. So really interesting conversations that we've had. And yeah, I'm just very excited about what we're bringing on, with this upcoming season. And looking forward to finishing it all after Recon, looking forward to hosting Recon, and also looking forward to being done with hosting Recon so we can work on other things. But yeah, so that's what we have going on. And yeah, and then of course the aforementioned Recon is happening in a few weeks, 2 weeks.
It's our convention,
Yeah,
our escape room
less.
convention in Boston.
Yep. And it's sold out, so I'm not even really shilling it. It's been sold out for a long time. But yeah, just the I've now heard all of the talks in rehearsals. The speakers are great. The games we have are fantastic.
The
And
host is gonna be amazing.
yeah, yep.
I'm
She's
hosting.
she's she's pretty good.
Oh, I'm so excited. It's in like a week. I'll be there. Well, almost. I'll be there in almost a week. I'm flying in on
Yep.
Friday.
Yep. And yeah, so that's all the madness that we have going on. If you aren't subscribed to the Reality Escape Pod uh um podcast feed, we put out a recent episode where we were on the Infinite Escape Room, which is a British kind of tabletop role playing meets escape room, sort of, a lot like Escape This Podcast,
Audio
um,
escape room where you're.
audio escape room experience. And PG and I had a stupid amount of fun on that. I tried to kill PG a
David
lot.
had a lot of fun trying to kill me. Exactly. Which I kind of I did which I did not even realize until the very end. Like when he like ditched me and I was like, "Oh," I was like, "I see what's happening now." But he was like everything that was happening, he was like, "You go first." And I was like, "Okay, like wow, David's really letting me take the lead on this one. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, David."
Oh, yeah, just just trying to keep things entertaining. So, should we pull up another couple puzzles and do a few more, take a look at the
I'm
beginning of this thing, and
Yeah, I'm game if you are.
I'm game. Let's go and let's do a little bit more puzzling.
How much time do we have for these? Do we have like another?
I think we have another like 25 minutes.
Okay.
So, we'll skip reading the instructions. What could go wrong? Oh, there's an alarm clock. I don't know if you're hearing the audio through this.
No, no, you have to share. You have to share audio also.
That's just not gonna happen.
No.
How am I doing that? Let's see.
If you go to share screen, go down to share
Yeah,
screen. No, on Zoom,
on Zoom. Yeah,
and
I
then
am on Zoom.
I know there's options. There's like a little check box or something to share audio.
Share computer sound. I don't have my Zoom password available right now. This
Oh,
is
it's
It's
all right.
okay. It was just an alarm clock, and then we heard some birds chirping. I'll close caption the any sound effects. PG, you want to give this one a read? I need a sip of water.
Okay, okay. I'll read them while you go get water. It's 8 a.m. The alarm clock rings and Colby rolls out of his bed. He stumbles to the window and lazily slides the drapes open. The light initially blinds him, but then he's able to see outside his cozy little two-story house for one. The neighborhood is bustling. Sounds of birds chirping, dogs being walked, people mowing their lawns, and so on. All right, bye, Ben. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, before I continue on real quickly, I do also want to read out the shout out to the creator of Off Brand, and it was written by Cami Ramirez. So we'll
Ah,
give the creator props.
that's a really cool puzzle.
Yep. Okay, so Colby heaves a big sigh. Unsure of his recent move out of the city, if it was the right move. It's been a whole month, but he's still not quite used to being in a new town by himself. But he knew it was time to try something different. He proceeds with his morning routine, then walks out to his mailbox, still in his robe and slippers.
Okay, I'm clicking on the mailbox. There's a little sound of it ka-chunking open.
Oh, there's a lot of text. Should we skip a bit of the text? Do you want to read it all, or should we try to?
Nah, We'll flip the cover
Okay,
page.
it's an application for a tri-state cooking competition. So
Okay.
that's the basis of this.
Okay.
Um, so he's applying for like a skill testing question. Yeah, he's applying to win this thing. How should a
Okay.
professional chef present themselves while in the kitchen?
Okay. This doesn't move.
Well,
Colby's first kitchen.
huh.
Colby's early experiences with food. So
Okay.
it looks like let's all right, we're doing a one pepper puzzle.
All right.
Every autumn, a farmer's market would pop up in a parking lot near Colby's house. On his way home from work one day, Colby decided to stop by. He didn't have a lot of time, but wanted to make sure he saw everything there was to offer. In his excitement, Colby clumsily knocked an item off the counter of every fourth stall he visited. What was left on the street? Every fourth stall on his way to the end. So,
Is there any way to make it smaller so we can see more of the puzzle on the screen at once, do you think?
like that.
Yes, perfect.
Okay. So every fourth stall, he knocks something off, right?
Okay.
Okay. So I
Right.
can draw on this. 3, 4. Okay. So that clears. All right. 2, 3, 4. I feel like we're gonna have to double back a little bit on this in order, maybe we have to visit all of them.
What does it say?
In his excitement, Colby clumsily knocked in every autumn on his way home
Oh,
from
he saw
work.
everything there was to offer.
He saw
Yes,
everything there
he
was to offer.
visits.
So we need to touch on every single one of these.
Do we have to visit everything without going over the line? Is it one of those
Didn't
puzzles?
have.
Like, it doesn't say he only saw everything once, but maybe.
I would kind of assume that there would be a clean path through this where we're not double backing.
Yeah,
Like
so, okay,
I'm
let's.
just I'm just assuming that it's like, you know, I don't know if we just this is not the cleanest drawing
You might
ever.
have to start at the J and then go down to the S and then up to the N. Can you do that?
J
S,
S
uh huh. Yep,
N.
yep.
But
Down.
okay, so this is technically the way it started.
Oh no, but then the X, how are we going to get to the
I
X?
think I think we're gonna go like this. Let me just whoa.
Okay.
If you want to just see if you can start extracting some letters from this. I don't know yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So first letter would be a W. 1, 2, 3, 4. O. W O. Um, then
Yep, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. R. Word.
word. What was left on the street? Word. Cute. Very cute.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. We have accomplished stall for time. Spring chicken rolls. All right. Two pepper. One time, Colby had an idea for a new truffle chicken recipe. People overuse truffle so much, but was a bit nervous about how it would turn out. On his way to pick up the ingredients, he passed by a fortune teller. He decided to pop in for a quick reading, hoping to learn if the new recipe would be worth the effort or not. The fortune teller sized up Colby, then brought forth a drawstring pouch. She reached into the pouch and grabbed a handful of dice, which she then rolled across the table. To achieve success, you must crack the code, and then you must crack something else, she said. Probably an egg. She explained that some of the dice can spell genius, while others can spell unlucky.
How can you spell
By
unlucky? That's 7 letters on a six-sided die. Am I missing something?
um that could be reusing the U.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, so basically that's just telling
Yeah,
us that
yeah,
we can
yeah.
reuse letters.
Okay.
By having some of each, they balance each other out and gave a fair reading. The jumble of letters on the table didn't seem to make any sense to Colby. It's what you can't see that matters most, said the fortune teller. Maybe by reading the letters on that were facing down, Colby could crack the code.
Okay.
What else did Colby crack before he starts his new recipe in order to ensure its success?
Okay, so we need to figure out what are the letters that's on underneath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So there's some there's this whole spatial thing going on here. So if all right, so here all of these have the same set of letters on them.
Whoops. Okay. Sorry.
So you let me annotate. Get me a drawing implement. Let's go with blue. All right, so let's say we're orienting around the U and the U facing up.
We knew that we have N.
N,
We have N
which
on
I
the
just drew
underside.
backwards, but you know what I'm dealing with.
So N is on the underside of the U. We know that the L is to the right of the U.
Yeah,
And the S is to the other side of the U then, I guess.
yeah. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, that's
Something.
genius. Sorry. Those are two different. Sorry, those are two different die.
Yeah, there's
Genius
two
has a
different
U.
dies
Yes.
going on
There's
here.
an S.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
No, not the S. Sorry.
okay.
Let's start over. I have.
Yeah.
No
Hold
wonder I
on.
thought it was weird. Like, here, I'll do the genius one. Are you doing the L?
That sounds great. Then C N.
Um. Oh, okay. So here is genius. Is the other side of it. We also have an E. Underneath that is I. I'm so bad at these. Like, I'm so bad at
Okay. So I
visualizing stuff.
think I have my layout here. It's not well drawn, as
Okay,
is my.
good. You can help me with mine because I have no idea um, where I'm going with this. Um,
Okay. So what I have is this is kind of the different sides, and this is the underside. This is kind of what's underneath the U. It's the one I can't render that way. So if we want to do genius, Okay. We can. E feels like a good one to orient around because we have a bunch of different versions.
Okay. I think the U and the E are on opposite sides of each other. The S
U
and the
and
yes, I
yeah.
think the U, yeah.
Okay.
The S and the
Okay.
I are on opposite sides, and the G and the N are on opposite sides of each other. I think
Okay.
that's
All right. So so what I think we want to do now is we want to figure out what is underneath each
yes,
of these
yes,
dice.
yes.
So okay.
No, that can't be correct.
Wait, is that really is does it really have this many Ks or am I just losing my mind?
That last one, David, is not yours, it's mine.
That's correct. C is L.
Is it knuckle? He should crack his knuckles.
Yep. That feels right. There we go.
Yay.
Clear all. All right. That was interesting. Back to
I'm glad I got it because I always feel like I'm so bad at those like spatial having to
No,
visualize
you were
puzzles.
good. Okay. So this one is titled Espresso Shot Two Pepper Puzzle.
The espresso was overflowing the cup is I feel like the main. So like we gotta look for extraneous letters or something.
Okay. We're not reading anything else? Okay.
I'm trying to zoom through the puzzles.
Okay. All right. So we have a 4x4 grid that we can type into, one letter into each. And we have four down and four across, which
is it on?
implies that we're looking for four-letter words.
Is it only for?
Why?
Oh, no, no, no. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
But like biblical tower has got to be Babel, and that's 5 letters. But it did say overflowing, so it may be whatever letter is, because it has to be Babel. There's nothing else.
Uh, Twix or Skittles, for example.
Candy.
Sure.
Uh, El. Tell David is not a Bible toting person. Naval, I guess. Naval warfare.
One who colors cloth.
A dyer. Small brown songbird should be a wren, I think. In the Cajun swampland, is that a
Bayou.
bayou? Yes. Okay.
Okay. So okay, let's just go and say Bay.
Can you type on the outside of the grid?
Oh,
Can you type all
cute.
around? What about on top and bottom?
You
Yep.
can
Okay.
work
Mm-hmm.
L.
Nope, we've already got a problem because the A and
Yeah.
the. But what if we go the other way? Well, Let's do Ever and Navel because we know that
Yeah.
those are the only V's.
Oops. No.
Ever's gonna, yeah, the four.
But where am I putting them?
You know, in Ren, maybe it's not Ren. Maybe it's Robin. It might be Robin because there's no other W.
The hidden
Okay.
blocks. Interesting.
Could you change Ren to Robin? I think it's probably Robin.
Okay. So we have a Candy in York and
Let's do maybe York and Dyer. Let's do York across in the second row. Do you think?
and
Maybe. But then we've got that K.
yeah. All right. One summer in high school, Colby took a job in a local cafe. The first time he served an espresso was not the most successful. He thought he had set up the machine just how his shift supervisor showed him, but apparently not. It turned out to be a bit of a mess, and the espresso was actually overflowing the cup. Colby was nervous about doing his job well, so he decided to practice his espresso making skills elsewhere. A few drips of espresso outside the rim of the cup gives him some inspiration. Where did Colby go to practice his barista skills?
Yeah, the four letters may be your best matching. So Ever and Navel. Okay, that's yes.
So,
I mean, but this I don't understand what Dyer and York is not. We don't have any other D's though, so maybe it's not Dyer.
yeah, I'm not totally convinced on Dyer.
No, it may not. Let's see. Is there another name? Well, the most likely answer for this clue is Dyer. Uh,
Okay. All right. So Dyer
I,
probably works. Candy. Oh, Candy has a
there. Okay,
D.
there's a D. Okay.
So that would mean that the either the C or the Y is dangling off, and it's probably the C. So let's go and call
Okay.
Candy,
Okay.
and then Dyer.
Mhm.
Oh, that gives us two Y's now.
But that's okay
And
because we have Bayou, and York.
Bayou.
Yeah. So let's try York down.
Okay, so this makes this Bayou.
Mhm. Oh, so
Okay.
then that could be Babel, that first one.
Oops. EL.
Lark, small brown songbird. Okay,
Right.
so not wren or robin. There's a lot of brown songbirds, let me say. Okay,
Club.
there we go.
All right. That fit together nicely.
Excellent. Yeah, that was cute.
I was not expecting the kind of the literal outside the box thinking involved. Okay.
Sound
Take a look.
bites. Uh-oh, do we need to hear?
We might
Oh yes,
n-
listen to sample. Let's do a different one
oh,
then.
we're gonna do a different one. Whoops, cancel. Yep. Leave the page.
It just says the answers were labeled across and down, which apparently we just completely disregarded.
Were they?
Apparently, yes, they were.
Oh gosh. I mean, look, we just chose to do it on hard
Hard
mode.
mode. We love
There we
hard
go.
mode.
Yeah. Best served cold.
Revenge.
All right. For a summer, Colby lived with his Uncle Ted. It was great fun. His house was right by the lake, and so there was plenty of time for relaxing and shenanigans. It was almost a perfect summer if it weren't for his uncle's corny food puns. Try to help Colby remember what some of the worst ones were. What did Colby make to prank his uncle as revenge?
These
Okay,
graphics are so cute. Okay.
they are.
There is currently a surplus of food.
Okay. So what letter of each of these stands out?
Oh my god.
Okay, so
Okay. When Uncle Ted couldn't hear the TV, you're gonna turn up, turn up the volume. I think you could. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's fine. And then let's cross. Yeah, perfect.
yep. When Colby started to panic about his summer reading.
This is so cute.
Um,
Stay calm. Keep calm.
all right. We'll come back to it.
When Uncle Ted
Uh,
was in need of a blanket, I'm a bit chilly.
yep. Uh, oh wait, we jumped one.
Yeah, I'm just sorry as I'm
That's
just
fine.
he
When
wasn't when Uncle Ted wasn't invested in the dinner options. I don't
Carrot.
care at all.
Okay. When Uncle Ted wanted to know what Colby was thinking.
Penne,
Penne.
penne for your thoughts. Romaine calm, romaine calm.
Uh,
When you type in the letters, it just automatically adds the
it,
red for you, huh?
it does.
That is very clever.
It's convenient.
Yes, very convenient.
When Uncle Ted reminded Colby for the millionth time to take out the trash. I don't mean to
Beat.
beat.
See, David, do you now know why I kept raving about the functionality of this website
It's
and how
it's
useful it was?
very nice. When Colby and his friend Peter were accidentally matching,
You
you
two make
two made quite the
the
pair.
pair. When Uncle Ted wouldn't tolerate Colby coming home late. I'm not putting up with this.
When Uncle Ted asked Colby for a musical distraction, can you blank a tune?
Play a tune, can you?
Um, we'll get back to that one.
Why are we so bad at this? When Colby couldn't find his keys. We've all been there.
Okay. When Colby was in awe
Oh,
that he lost
can you
at
hum us a tune?
checkers.
Can you hum us a tune? Good
Ah,
call.
cute. When Colby was in awe that he lost at checkers.
You
You,
better believe it.
when Uncle Ted beat Colby again at checkers. Time,
Time fries.
fries.
Time fries when you're having fun. When the landlord increased Uncle Ted's monthly payments, they're
Raisin.
raising the rent. When Uncle Ted accidentally encroached upon Colby's personal space. I don't mean to get jalapeno business.
Okay. When Uncle Ted wanted to update Colby in the future. Let's.
Catch up soon.
Okay. When Uncle Ted heard dripping from under the sink, it's sprung a leak.
A leak.
Leek.
When Uncle Ted thought Colby seemed down, you've become melancholy. That one was reaching.
When Colby finally won at checkers.
You're
You
baking my heart. You're breaking my heart.
okay?
So is it the ones left over or the ones we've used?
I think it's uh,
Uncl. No, we've got a word
HGNM.
going on. UNCL.
Yeah,
Uncle. Is it Uncle Ted?
Ted
Uncle Ted
Hat
hates. Uncle Ted
hates
hates
J.
Jello. Uncle Ted hates Jello.
Ah,
What did he make? Jello. That's cute.
okay. All right. So
You think?
that's that's probably a good place for us to go and stop.
Yeah.
Jello Revenge.
A dish served cold.
It is served cold.
Do you like Jello, David?
Uh, I don't dislike Jello, but I don't get excited about Jello. It's kind of like food purgatory for me. I just like it is.
Oh, we've got a quick story on best served cold. We got some of our other staff involved, and this was the first puzzle Kevin Corsini ever wrote. Oh, awesome!
Nice.
It's a very charming. It's
It
very
is.
cute. My favorite Jello dish is something that I had. I had an ex-boyfriend that lived in the Midwest in Michigan, and this was like like I had all the white things like pot roast, like 7 layer salad, things, and then his mom had made this Jello dessert that was like with cream cheese and pineapple and crushed pineapples inside it, and then she topped it with whipped cream and lime Jello, and it was so weird and it was I loved it, but it was like something straight out of like the 50s. It was like
Uh,
this.
it definitely sounds like 50s, like this is future food.
I actually really liked it. Sometimes I make it again. Like but my other favorite dish is something that his grandfather, who'd never heard of like an Asian person in his entire life, but he was also very cute, and his grandfather was like like Polish, and his favorite food was sauteed cabbage in butter with noodles. And it's like my favorite food now, and I make it all the time. I love it. Anyhow, sorry, I'm getting off
Oh,
topic on the topic of Jello, but it's such a yeah.
all right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us for the puzzling, and thank you to our friends at Boxeroo for joining for making this wonderful game and being cool with us going and streaming it and sharing the love of puzzling with folks. So we hope to see you all next time.
Yeah, and I recommend that you guys buy this if you've enjoyed it. They're really fun and support them because I know they spent a
Yes,
lot of time making this.
they really did. We're not going to solve anymore. So if you want to see more, you should buy it. Throw them some money. It's a really good game. There's clearly a lot of love in it.
All right. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Bye.